What's up, everyone? It's the Detective, and I'm going to be doing my first Bionicle Let's Build. Now, you may have seen my huge, giant Bionicle lot unboxing that I did a few days ago, and I got a lot of sets in there, and a lot of Titans, a lot of canister sets, but they were all mostly complete. So, after figuring out which parts went to which set, I then disassembled each set, put it into a plastic bag, and I'm going to be doing some Let's Builds on them. I don't think I'm going to be doing Let's Builds on all the canister sets because they're very, very simple. However, for some of the Titans, I wanted to do videos on, and Krekka, while he is regarded as one of the worst Titans to release to date, he is very, very complex, and I think he'd make a good video. So, yeah, let's get started. I have all the pieces laid out right here, and, yeah. So, Krekka was one of the Dark Hunters along with the Diki, and, you know, the Diki and Krekka are kind of like the most, I guess, infamous Dark Hunters, just because we know, or we see them in a lot of the media. The other Dark Hunters that we got were either released as combiner sets, such as the Shadowed One, Sentrak, and Voprak, or they were actually from the contest, the Dark Hunter contest that LEGO actually held. And a lot of those do look very cool. However, they were never released as sets, and official instructions were never published by LEGO for those models. But they still look really cool. I know that a lot of people have made some fan instructions for them as well. So, yeah. Anyway, wait a sec. I don't need that. I need a 6 long. There we go. A lot of people have made some fan instructions for them. And at some point, I do want to try to make some of them. Mainly, the two that I want the most are Darkness and Ancient, because those guys look really, really cool, in my opinion. So, yeah. Wait a sec. Oh, do it like this. There we go. Alright, so we are currently constructing the Gearbox, because Krekka has, like, 3 functions in the set. He has 2 gear functions and a disc shooter. So, his torso, body, gearbox thing is crazy. It's just super complex, super advanced, but it's very awkward at the same time. So yeah, we are currently building the gearbox, and this gear over here that you see, there we go, it's going to attach to another gear which turns his head, basically, which is a pretty cool function. It's very awkward though, and once we actually build it, you'll see. Speaking of which, I believe that's what we're doing now. Yeah, so we're going to take this piece over here, just put that gear down there, boom, just like so. And so the awkward thing about this function is that it doesn't just turn the body, but it turns like his chest plate. This Roxy foot is his chest, so essentially when you turn it, you're turning his head, which is going to be up there, but you're also turning the chest, which is frankly a little awkward. Alright, so, yeah, we just put this little bushing on here, put another bushing over here, and, alright, so now we're going to build essentially the top of the gearbox, basically. This is going to be interesting. So, take this, these little L-shaped pieces, very interesting. Alrighty, so we just put this like so. Yeah, there we go. So the head will be connected up there, and then it's very awkward, but it's very interesting at the same time. So take this. It's a little hard to read these instructions, so if there's ever like a pause, or I might make a cut if I'm trying to figure out what the instructions are saying, since online instructions are a little bit hard to read just when it comes to the color of pieces, and especially the length of axles, because the color kind of is a little distorted on the screen. But this is going to be connected to the head, I believe. Yeah. Alright, so now we're essentially going to build the back, his back armor, I guess. So we literally just take this piece, boom, and one of these little pieces, because he actually has a rubber band, as you can kind of see over there. We're actually going to use this in a little bit. So this piece just slides in like so, this piece goes there. Then you take this Mata hand and put it, take the Mata hand, put it on there. And then this rubber band just goes right here. So then you can twist to the side, then it kind of snaps back to the front, sort of. Doesn't work perfectly, but that is very interesting. Alrighty, so now it is time to build the disc shooter. This is going to be pretty cool, I guess. Alright, so I'll set that over there, because we're not going to be using it for now, as I drop apart. So, take this piece, boom. So we're just building on this lift arm here, basically. So, yeah. Krekka is regarded as a very, very bad Bionicle set. And his gimmicks are just really weird. And you'll see that in a little bit, I guess. Basically, when I was disassembling these two parts, I just could not get them apart. But I guess we're using them now. So that worked out. I just couldn't take those pieces apart. They were just stuck together. Like, I mean, they're not glued, but I just couldn't pry them apart, basically. So, yeah. Alrighty. So, next up, we're going to build his eyes. Well, kind of his eyes. You'll see. Wait, why did I do that? Whoops. I am getting really, really clumsy with this. So, yeah, you guys tell me, actually, while I'm doing this, not only would you want to see canister sets built, granted, all the ones that I have actually out of this lot are clone sets. So, for example, I have all the Hordika, all the Metru, and all the Vaki. And the Metru have slight differences, I mean, in the way that the waist pieces were inserted, and in the way that their necks are assembled, but they're still clone sets. Like, they have slight variations, but the way that they're built is exactly the same. So, I was considering just doing a video for all of them, but I feel like that would be a little bit boring, if I'm being totally honest. I feel like that would just get boring to do a video where I build all of them. And this applies to the Hordika and Vaki as well, because, I mean, it would just get kind of boring just to sit there and see me build literally the same set like 6 times over. And I mean, other than the colors and other than slight mold changes, it's literally the same set. So, yeah, I kind of wanted you guys' input on this because it was just something that I was thinking about. Alrighty, so this piece, it almost looked gray on the screen, so I was wondering, where is there such a long gray axle? But I realized that it is just this. So this piece goes here, and this is going to actually get attached to a gear function, basically. So, oh, and, wait a second. I thought Krekka was supposed to have a blue disc shooter. I guess he has a silver one. That's kind of odd. I wonder, where did these disc shooters come from? Because I had this in the lot, so I kind of just assumed that it was blue. Alrighty, I guess it's silver. So let me grab a silver one. It's a little bent out of shape. I honestly think that after this video, I'm literally just going to take the blue one and put it on because it looks better with the blue one on. And it's, yeah, all bent out of shape. But there's that. And now, this is interesting. How does that go in? We are going to take this piece. Oh, that's neat. So yeah, there's going to be, I believe, more gears over here that basically bring that up. That is very interesting because, like I said, a lot of the sets that I got in this big lot were already, like, assembled. Alright. I guess we're just going to do this. So this is actually interesting. This is, he uses the Borok piece. Wait a sec, we got to put this back. So when I push this, yo, that's actually so cool. That is actually really cool. That is just, that's actually pretty awesome. I'm sure, while I'm not going to argue that Krekka is a good Titan set, I'm sure that these functions are really cool. And I'm sure that if you maybe got rid of this function and you kind of bulked up the torso a little bit, and changed the legs and changed the arms, he would actually look good. Because I just love, this function is so cool, honestly. That is just really, really cool. Wow. So, what's next? Take this little piece. Boom. Put that there. And the half bushing. So yeah, this torso is really coming together. And now we're going to build the head. So I will set this over here. Just going to consolidate the pieces a little bit. And we are going to start building the head. Alright. It is so hard to distinguish between dark blue and black on the screen. I honestly should get, for some of the sets with darker parts, I should honestly get the actual paper instructions for them, just because it is just so hard to tell which color is which, honestly. Alright. So, this is going to be like his mouth, I guess. I think. Yeah, it is going to be his mouth. Alright. So, he has a white Vaki head, actually. Kind of interesting. Vaki heads were used a lot in, outside of the Vaki, they were used a lot. Rudaka uses them. Nadiki. Well, Nadiki uses just a plain old Vaki build. But Rudaka uses it. Nadiki, Krekka. Who else? Bitil actually uses it as the basis of his head. If you know Bitil from the Mystica. So that's kind of interesting. Vaki heads were still being used. I'm sure that there are even more sets that use Vaki heads than I listed off. But this head is actually looking very, very cool. I mean, I hate myself for saying this, but this set is honestly growing on me a little bit. So, what is that? Wait a sec. Am I doing something wrong here? Oh. We have a clip. Of course. I was wondering, what was going on. But there's a little clip that goes there. It's even hard to see it here. Little clip that goes right there. And then that attaches to this. So, let's actually just build that right now, I guess. That is extremely interesting. Very, very weird head. I actually really like the way that Krekka was portrayed. Well, not portrayed, but the way that he was designed in the Metro Nui movie. He was kind of portrayed as a stupid dark hunter. And I mean, yeah, he's Nadiki's supposed to be the brains, Krekka's supposed to be the brawn, that type of stuff. But they did make him a little too stupid. However, he looked really, really cool in the film. He honestly looks a little different than this. He kind of walks on all fours like a Vaki, but his head actually looked really, really cool in that movie. But this head is honestly a little weird. It's a little different than the movie head, but this is his eye. That piece right there is not the eye. The Vaki head is not the eye. This is his eye. I know it's really hard to see that, to visualize it. I always kind of look at the Vaki head and I say, oh, that's his face. That's his eye, that's his mouth, whatever. But this little red thing is the eye. So that's kind of interesting. Alright, and I guess we just attach that to the torso. How does this go together? Alright, so there's the torso. And now let's move on to the legs. And we build two of them. So I'm just going to build two of them at the same time to save myself the agony of building everything twice. So with each step, I'm just going to do it twice, basically. Or I'm going to do it on two separate lift arms. Just to save myself that. And this piece, oh, it goes here. Alrighty, so just inserting a bunch of 3 long pins, basically. And his feet are very awkward. His legs are very awkward. But when you think about it, Krekka was the first Titan figure to actually use the type of leg designs that other Titan figures used. This is making no sense, but if you know, 2005, 2006, and 2007, and even 2008, a lot of the Titans, they used kind of specialized leg builds, where the upper leg would usually be super, specialized and custom built, and the lower leg would usually be, a modification of an existing leg like, piece. I'm making no sense, aren't I? But, yeah, basically that's what it was. And Krekka was the first one to kind of have specialized custom legs and custom feet. So, in a sense, he was kind of like, he kind of started that, I guess. So, that aside, his custom legs and custom feet are extremely awkward. We're just assembling them now. He has, like, such a weird build. Just the way that he's constructed is really, really awkward. But, so there we have this, I guess. And then we take another lift arm, like so. Oh, whoops, almost forgot something. Gotta add this in. Boom, alrighty. So, come on. I hate it when these pieces don't line up correctly. It's really annoying. There we go. Alright, so now moving on to the second foot. I'll do the smaller stuff first, just to kind of get it out of the way almost. And we are going to take this over here. And, yeah, wait a sec. Alrighty. So, this foot is just so awkward. Alright, so boom, there's one part of the foot. Oh, one of the feet. Now we gotta add on these pieces over here. So boom, there's this. Boom. Boom. And there we go. So we're not done yet. So we have to take one of these pieces. These were the specialized kind of socket connectors that they introduced with 2004. Apologies for any outside noise. I believe that some of my sisters just got home, so I hope that you guys aren't hearing that because they're being pretty loud. But anyway, we are actually almost done with the build. That's pretty awesome. So we have these, and then his weird toes. Look at how awkward that is. It's so awkward, but again, you gotta give him some credit because the way that he built his feet and the way that he built his legs kind of sort of inspired some other custom Titans. I definitely think his legs should have been longer than just like these Metru feet and the upper legs. His legs are pretty short, honestly, with the exception of his feet. His feet are just ginormous. I honestly think that his legs should have been bigger as a whole. But anyway, so now we're building like these specialized foot cover pieces, almost. So, this piece goes in here, this piece goes in there, and then we just kind of plop it together, boom, just like so. Alright, let's make another one, basically. So, where is that Metru armor? There he is. Alright, so we're going to take this piece. Man, this is turning out to be a very long Let's Build. But then again, a lot of Titans take a while to build, and especially since, you know, I gotta try to get everything on camera, it can be a little bit more tricky. I might have to edit some parts out where I kind of had to go off camera to connect something, but other than that, I've been having quite a fun time. So, getting back to the topic that I was on a while ago about which sets I should do build videos on, I want to know which Titan I should do next, because I have a few more Titans. I have Rudaka, Takanuva, Kitongu, Makuta, and Axon. So I want to know what you guys want to see. Just out of this lot, at least. I have a few other Titans that I could do videos on, but since I've already built them before, I want to save them for the end, I guess. So, yeah, now we're going to build the upper legs, basically, which are pretty awkward as well. But we shall see. First, let's finish this piece. Wow, we're really running out of pieces. I guess I'll just kind of consolidate a little more and just get everything that's not supposed to be in the set. Alrighty, so the upper legs are literally just mega awkward. You literally just take 2 of these connectors, one of these little things, and then a bunch of these half pins, basically, and then you just take this lift arm. That's literally it. But when it comes to Titans in general, this was a standard that they basically improved upon. They did the same sort of thing. They would have an axle joining together a bunch of Mata hands or a bunch of Metro connectors with a big Technic lift arm holding them in place. And then on the front, they would have a bunch of stuff building off of it. So, again, Krekka was sort of the catalyst for what was to come. Basically. I hope that made sense. But anyway, for the time being, let's just finish this up. So, almost done with the legs, and then we also have to build the shoulders, which I kind of expected them to be more pieces than this, but I guess since most of them are just Technic lift arms, I guess that sort of makes sense. Alright, and with this, the legs appear to be done. Oh, no, we have to attach some feet. Some Metro feet as armor. Yeah, very, very awkward. Very primitive, but, you know, this is kind of what shaped Bionicle Titans. I can't stress it enough. This is what kind of shaped the Titans. So here is Krekka so far. He actually might be a little bit too big for this. I'll just kind of, I'll put him in the back right there. Or, you know what, I'll do this. I'll just do that so that you can see as much of him as possible. So yeah, now we are building the shoulders. And I believe that this is the last, it's literally just the shoulders and the arms, and then that's it. So, yeah, my sisters are yelling again. I really hope that you can't hear that because it's quite loud and quite annoying. But nonetheless, I can't do anything about it because I'm here building Krekka. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see what's next. Boom. Alright. Wait a sec. Oh, there's something else. So this piece goes right here. This piece goes there. And then everything just connects together like so. So, now we take this piece and we're just going to build on some shoulders. This is actually very reminiscent of Makuta. Let me bring in Makuta. It's literally the same build. Look at that. You basically have the Mata hand attached to some Technic lift arms and then a little Nuva armor piece. So yeah, we got literally the same build or the same style of build right here. My gosh, what is this? Some crazy thing. Alright, let's take this. I don't even know what this is building. I don't even know what part of the set this is going to become. I'm assuming it's going to be the shoulders, but I mean, who knows? Oh, maybe this is going to be attaching the shoulder armor or chest armor. Wait a sec. Oh, so that goes there. That is pretty awkward. And then we just attach it on. I mean, is that it? Oh, I feel like there should be a half bushing there. But then there's that, I guess. That's a thing. What's next? Secure it with some bushings. Secure it with some half bushings. Boom. That goes there. Boom, that goes there. What's next? The arm. I keep putting him down. I'm kind of just, I keep assuming that we're just going to move on to the next shoulder. But this arm is a very weird arm, just the way that it's built. It's literally just a Metro piece and a Vaki thing. I believe that this is actually supposed to represent his hand, but just it's really awkward in the way that it portrays it. It just makes it look like he has a super short arm with just a Vaki weapon, or a Rakshi weapon, is what I meant to say. Boom. So there's that. What is next? I feel like I'm going to have to pick him up. Alright, now is when we're going to move on to the next shoulder, and we barely have any parts left. Might as well just kind of scooch him in here. So we have barely any parts. I believe we're literally just going to build the next shoulder and be done. But who knows at this rate? Who knows? So there's this. And I'm gonna build this thing again. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. So now we're just gonna clip this in. Boom. Just like so. And build another one of those little shoulder armor attachment things. Nuva armor, there we go. And we're gonna build another one of these little weird Technic lift arm contraptions now. Alright, so this goes there. And finishing touch for this. Boom. And then this piece just kind of slides on like so. So we need 2 half bushings, and I actually don't have another half bushing with me, but it's literally just a half bushing, so I'll grab it afterwards, I guess. It's not going to be a big deal for the time being. Attach this piece on, and he literally just has a Vaki staff, which makes no sense, but boom, is that it? Oh, no, we gotta add on these. Alright. So, these pieces go on here. And I guess I just have these as extras. I'll have to replace those. But here is Krekka in all of his glory. And he is very, very interesting. So, quick look. Very complex, very awkward. I feel like the best look is kind of when you squat him down like this. Kind of gives him a more brutal look. But he can't really stand up straight because these weird toe things get in the way. But anyway, the functions. So obviously you have this, which is kind of weird. But then this is the best function right here. That is actually really, really good. That's very nice. That's just so cool. That's really, really cool. But yeah, that's it for Krekka. We did it. We built Krekka in almost 30 minutes. So yeah, for any of you guys who actually stuck through this, thank you so much. Definitely let me know which sets you want to see me do a build on next. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I'm the Detective, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.